I'm gonna see Sonic 3 tomorrow. That's right. I'm officially better than you. Gerald! It's Comics and Shots, a completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka anyone but Gerald. Today's subject, Nightwing All In by something Waters or something Soy or something Gone Me. Who cares? Yeah. It's like we've said goodbye to Tom Taylor quite a bit ago. Yes, people had their problems with it. I'm a fan of Taylor. I thought it was some of his better work, admittedly. Better than his Son of Kal-El stuff. He tried. He tried to make John Kent interesting, but yeah. He is by now, though, so that's good. But, let's give him to an actual queer writer. Yeah, thank you for the setup, but we'll have someone more qualified make the punchline. Yes. But yes, as for the new Nightwing series, it's all taking place after absolute power when Amanda Waller did her crazy Swayze plan to steal all the heroes' powers and put them in robots and make a stew. You all read it. You all read it, you pieces of shit. You all read it. What are you saying you didn't read it? Fuck you. Read it. I will eat your blood if you don't. But yeah. Yeah, and, Nightwing's dealing with, the gangs in the city and things are looking good. And then there's one company called Spheric comes in and is like, oh, we're making technology in order to fight the metahuman threat. And, it's like, okay, this seems a little familiar. And then in, this recent issue, 120, recent-ish, I'm not sure if that's the most recent. After they basically blow up their own, science lab, as villains do, they blame it on the gangs, and then use that as their chance to soup up the Bloodhaven police with a new Helios project. And now the cops have super armor, and doesn't this feel like Peacekeeper? Remember the Peacekeeper program from, Batman a while ago with the Fear State and everything? This feels a little too much like that. I feel we've done this before. Yeah. It just, I don't know. Just isn't one could say it's a story that needs to be retold, but one could also say you really couldn't think of a better villain than empowered cops by an evil tech mogul. We literally did that a few years ago. In a comic. It's very pointed satire then. Now it's just okay. And the head lady of Spheric is just some boring blonde Gwyneth Paltrow villain. And, she's kind of sinister. It's like Simon said he was like Steve Jobs, obviously. And she's going for evil Gwyneth Paltrow vibes. And, capitalism is bad. Don't put funding into the police. Yada yada. Very good messages, but it's also I feel there's a creative way of telling these stories again that doesn't just feel like it's copying. I'm not saying don't criticize power through comics, but also just write a clever story at the same time. Yeah. Also, there's this one part in the story where Nightwing brings a rabbit home and his dog's freaking out about it, obviously. And then Nightwing says to Barbara over the phone, I haven't had a dog for very long. Yes, you have. It's been a few months. Haley's practically all grown by now. What? No. You should have known not to bring a rabbit home and not a box. Get a box for the rabbits, stupid. I used to own a rabbit. You get a nice little cage and this is pet ownership 101, Nightwing. How did Alfred and Bruce raise you? You should know rabbits and dogs. Damien visits you sometimes, Nightwing. He's gonna be so disappointed. That's a kid who knows animals and also volunteers at the hospital canonically. That's a canonical thing about Damian Wayne you didn't know about. It's in the recent Batman and Robin story, and admittedly because of a really traumatizing event in it. But isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? But yeah, current rating of Nightwing All In, 850,000 out of 1,000,000 hamburgers. I'm liking it, but, I'm not absolutely loving it. It's fine, it's serviceable, but we could have something more creative as well. That's all I'm saying. Yes. That's all I'm saying. Yes. No, I did that wrong. Yes. There it is. With it, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear. And always remember, praise be to the blood elk, fear the stabbopotamus, and death to Kronos.
I'm always better than you, Gerald.
Have a night, folks.